under 200 pounds.com. How's that? Is that okay? I don't know. I don't know anymore. It's week number 2, January 2015. It's a very, very long 2 weeks. So, first off, I wanted to touch base with you and let you know how my week has been going as far as losing weight. It's actually going really good. All right. There was, in the beginning, there was a couple of mistakes. Tomorrow, we're going to go to a dinner party. I hope that I behave. We'll see how that works out. But, yeah. So things are going pretty good. Now, I have lost 2 pounds, so woo! Yay, that's pretty good. Puts me at 331. Yep, 331. Okay. And now, a lot of people who have been doing the Dukan Diet, if you're first starting off, you have tons of questions. Read the book. Step number 1. Read the book. Don't just read it to the parts that, only apply to you. I suggest read the whole book so you know what you're getting into. Second, go back and reread it again. Read the first 2 phases because that's where you're going to lose the weight. And I say this because I've lost 102 pounds doing it. So I can testify. I've lost weight doing this diet. Now, okay. Also, there are some Facebook groups that you can go on. If you type in Dukan Diet, you can get on Facebook and join, these various groups where there's support, where people post questions or they have labels or, and so there's some people who have questions. Now, some of the questions that get repeated a lot, is how do we fight the carb sugar cravings, right? What do people eat? Okay, so I wanted to just quickly invite you into my home. It is not very clean at the moment. We've sort of still doing laundry and some stuff. But I wanted to invite you into my home personally and share with you the things that, are a staple for this diet. So follow me into the fridge. All right, here we go. Now, this is our freezer. Okay. I've got some turkey burgers, right? Frozen turkey burgers. Now, it has 6 grams of fat and 2 carbs, okay? But 35 grams of protein. So, basically, if it's like under 9 grams of fat, it's probably okay. The fun part about the Dukan Diet is you can eat as much as you want, right? So, if you wanted to, because your body is in ketosis mode, you could eat this whole bag of turkey burgers. I wouldn't suggest it. Eat until you're satisfied. That's it. What you'll actually end up noticing is your cravings for sugar and your cravings for carbs are going to change. Trust me. Your cravings are going to change. But back to the freezer. Okay. Now, this is probably not, we have turkey meatballs too. This is what we bought from Costco. It's better if you make your own just from the turkey ground so you know what's in it. But we're a little bit lazy sometimes, so I ended up buying this, bag from Costco. So this is a great, easy snack. Now, let me just point out one thing. Look at, at the nutrition on it. So this bag says that 3 meatballs are 160 calories, 9 grams of fat. Okay. That's a little high. It's got some sodium, so that's high. It's got 3 grams of carbs, but it's got 18 grams of protein. Now, why am I showing you all of this? Because you need to know what you're eating. Don't eat the whole bag of turkey meatballs. You're thinking you're going to lose weight. You might, but remember, it's got carbs and it's got sodium, and sodium makes you gain bloat. So you're not going to know how much weight, you know, you've actually dropped, especially since if you look at some of the ingredients here, the key ingredients in here, it says that it's actually turkey, water, and breadcrumbs that has wheat flour and yeast. It contains wheat and gluten. So that's kind of a no-no. Don't eat too many of them. You can have some, just don't eat too many of them. Just trying to share with you what I've learned from doing this Dukan diet. Another thing is our freezer is always packed full of meat, obviously, because it's a meat diet. So we've got chicken thighs. We will buy like 3 huge things of this. And then what ends up happening is we go and we make them, and then I have leftovers from last night. Bam, chicken right there. Baked chicken. So we have some for lunch. We take it, we can eat a couple pieces for lunch. I do buy the chicken thighs with the skin because I really like when it's cooked, it's moist, it's delicious. Just don't eat the skin. In fact, before you even take the chicken out of, before you even take the chicken from the pan to your plate, remove the skin. That way when you sit down to eat, you know, you're not faced with a challenge of, should I eat that delicious, delicious piece of fat? Just don't do it. If it's not in front of you, you're not going to eat it. Trust me, this is the key to this diet. The rest of this is fish. We got some fish. We got some steaks. I love the ugly steak. We call it ugly steak. I also have mixed vegetables. I have broccoli cuts. And then this was the only mixed vegetables that I could find. It does have carrots and corn. And I think most of these vegetables we actually are not really supposed to eat on the Dukan diet. But it's the only mixed vegetables that I could find at the time. So, you know, listen, in the end, it's vegetables, right? I'm not going to sit there and eat 3 huge plates of carrots. No. It's like a couple, you know, a cup or 2 of mixed vegetables, which ends up going out of your system anyway. So don't stress out if you can't find particular items. You know, do the best with what you can. That's what you have to do. We also buy these turkey sausages. I don't have the brand label for it, but these are fantastic for in the morning. And I love the butternut squash. We've got some butternut squash here. It's frozen. It's prepackaged. It's probably better if you know, obviously buy squash separately, which I love. Squash is like my new best friend. And, but this butternut squash is good. Now, okay. Also, one of my favorite things to make is pumpkin pie. What? It's a vegetable. You can totally have it. It's sweet. Here it is. 100% pumpkin. 0 fat. Let me show you that right there. 50 calories. It's got 11 carbs, but it's a vegetable. It's got great vitamin A. This is a fantastic treat. I wouldn't say to make this every single night, but like once a week or once every 2 weeks or once a month, you know, if you want to have something, it's very, very tasty. Very tasty. The pumpkin pie is fantastic. Now, we don't use a regular crust. We actually make the pumpkin pie the same way that you make the pies, but we don't put a crust. So, boom. You know, here's my plate. I'm about to beat up these eggs. I put the fat-free milk in there. And I have a pumpkin pie spice McCormick seasoning, which has everything in here. It even tells you how to make the freaking pumpkin pie. So, yeah, it's fantastic. Some of the other key items that you're going to need for doing the Dukan diet. Obviously, you know, you want to have an oat bran. I actually, you know, we've bought like Trader Joe's oat bran before, but I actually really like Dr. Dukan's oat bran better. So we've given in and we've bought it online, ordered it. It comes, I use 2 tablespoons a day. You know, he says the oat bran pancake in the morning is a really great way to get your start. You know, however you want to do it. I actually just really enjoy putting oat bran on my, I love putting oat bran on my yogurt. So I'll do like a cup of yogurt and then I put oat bran on in the morning and then like a hard-boiled egg or something. And that's my breakfast. Yeah. I know you probably are thinking like, this diet is so restrictive. This diet is really, really hard. Well, it can be until you get used to it. Aha. Where am I going with this? Because if you would have told me a year ago that I would have been eating just yogurt in the morning and then coffee on the side and maybe like a boiled egg, I would have looked at you like you were crazy. Like you have 10 heads. I'm gonna be like, where's the hash browns? I'm telling you. As soon as you give in and you start feeding your body things that it actually uses, you start to replace it with really good stuff. Your body starts to burn the fat. It starts to burn the fuel. And you don't have cravings like you used to. I'm not going to lie. You know, when we go to a Mexican restaurant, they put some chips down in front of me and some guacamole. I'm like arm wrestling the freaking bowl. You know, it's hard. It's hard to stay away from temptation. But the trick to any diet is to get rid of anything in your house that's going to make you crave sugar or crave carbs. And, you know, get your family on board. Get your boyfriend. Get your sister. Have somebody that you know could benefit from it and do it with you so that you have somebody to talk to about your cravings. Also, like I mentioned before, get on the Facebook page. Get on our groups. You know, talk about it. Talk it out with us. We're happy to share our experiences and our triumphs, you know. Because when you get on that scale and you see you've lost 5 pounds and you just keep rolling along, things are awesome. All right. Some other fun stuff that I wanted to show you, like the key stuff that we use here at the house. So the oat bran, obviously. So we have the oat bran. Damon and I, on a daily basis, enjoy the fruit punch, sugar-free fruit punch. So, you know, I know that this has got 5 calories, but it's 0 fat, 0 carbs, 0 sodium, 0 protein. It's nothing but an extra, like, special flavor, water flavoring, basically. But I have fruit punch and I have iced tea. So, you know, that's fantastic. I also constantly enjoy the reduced fat string cheese from Stop and Shop. Let's see. 2.5 grams of fat, less than 1 carb, 0 sugars. It is very high in sodium, 230 milligrams, but I actually, you know, I'll do at least 2 of these for dinner, maybe, to go along. Like if it's a day that I'm not having vegetables, I'll eat this in addition to the meats, so that I have like a little bit more of a filling type of feeling in my body. We also really like these granolas. These are great to put in your yogurt. So the oat bran granola, we got this flavor. And what else? Oh, and almost daily as well, we use the Stonyfield fat-free French vanilla. We like this. So you can have unlimited amounts of, you know, your favorite non-fat yogurt. It's great. It's a great filler. It just coats your stomach really, really well. You can also have an unlimited amount of eggs. You can also have a fruity flavored type of yogurt. And since Dr. Dukan loves the Greek strained yogurts, we actually really kind of like the Chobani. So we have Chobani, and but don't eat these all the time because it's got flavorings. So I mean, it's zero fat, but it's got 21 carbs. See? Let me show you. See how it's got like 21 carbs and like -1 dietary fiber and 18 grams of sugar? You don't want to eat anything like this too many times in one day, because what ends up happening is the sugar will spike in your blood, and then you're going to be all craving more sugar because your body likes sugar, which is really bad for you. It causes weight gain. It makes stress on your body. So don't do too many. This is kind of like a treat. I usually will take this if we have lunch. I'll take like a piece of chicken, like 2 pieces of chicken, a cheese stick maybe, or an egg, and then one of the yogurts, kind of like as a dessert for lunch. So this is really more of like a breakfast or lunch snack, but only one fruity flavored thing a day. And then of course we love our coffee. I love coffee. So I have this Coffee Mate fat-free hazelnut. It's fantastic. It's I'll show you the back of it. So here you go. All right, so it's fat-free hazelnut, 0 fat, 0 cholesterol, 0 sodium, 5 carbs, 0 grams of protein, 25 calories, and it's fat-free. Fat-free hazelnut. It's one of my favorite things. It's one of the best things I found. I like my coffee light and sweet, and this is the best thing that I'm going to get to getting it light and sweet. So yeah, we stock up on this stuff. You see our fridge is stocked up, right? See all those eggs? Bam. And then these 2 are actually hard-boiled. So I already have some hard-boiled snacks, and then I have vegetables down there. But, you know, the key thing is to have your house stocked, right? Because you don't want to make a mistake. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of the chips. Get rid of the cookies. Don't even bother. You know, and I wish you guys all the best in the rest of the year. So we have 2 more weeks of January. Let's see how we can do. And, you know, February is right around the corner. So stay away from those chocolates. All right. Bye. I forgot to share with you something. You definitely, as far as things that you need, you know, for your house and to do this diet, some things that are really, really helpful. We just purchased this. It's called a Dashgo. See? Bam. And what you do is it's like super, super simple. You put water in here, and then you lay the eggs all on the pieces here, right? And then it comes with this little container that you fill up the water and you pour it in there. The other side of this thing, you use this to poke your eggs. So you poke them and then you sit them up so they don't drain into it, but they actually, like, you know, sit here. Then you cover it up and then you plug it in, and then depending on the amount of depending on how you want your eggs done, you can tell it, you know, I want hard-boiled, or I want soft-boiled, or medium, and you set a timer, and then you come and you get your eggs. This is a fantastic tool. Let me just tell you, if you don't have the time to do your own hard-boiled eggs, get something like that. It was like less than 20 bucks. It's freaking awesome. So, all right. So I guess that's it for today. We'll catch you next time. Dukan. All right, bye.